Hello, ladies. We're back. We had a little 1 week break, but we are back and we're excited to be with you. We are the Coincidental Trendsetters. I'm Sandra,
I'm Lee.
and we are here. Some of us just barely, me, but we don't know how we got here. So today we're going to talk about some interesting things about how we got here. But first, let's give an update. Lee, I know you were on vacay last week. How did that go?
Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. I took a airplane to Colorado to see my family. And that was fantastic. Weather was a little cooler there up in the mountains, which was lovely. And I got to wrap my arms around my 97-year-old grandmother. So I was thrilled to be there. It was hard to come back to all this heat here on the East Coast and all the humidity. But yeah, and you had a busy week last week.
All of the weeks feel busy. Okay. Parents who are going back to school. I know Lee's kids started back to school today. She has a house renovation.
Yeah.
So you'd think that she would be more stressed, but you can probably see it in my face. It's red and third grade is eating our lunch. If this is third grade, what is going to happen in the rest of third grade? I can't even believe it. But anyway, we're going to just learn to not be attached to outcomes as far as grades, and we're going to do yoga or something because I'm losing my mind. But anyway, yeah. And you know what, this is not uncommon to 8.5 years ago when I actually started cabi. I was losing my mind then for a different reason, which was I had a 6-month-old. So the funny thing is we're going to talk today about who's right for cabi. And we kind of thought about this because when I found cabi, I don't think anyone on this God's green earth would have thought that I would be the right person for cabi, but here we are. So again, what a coincidence. So Lee, take it away and let's talk about who's kind of the target audience for cabi, so to speak.
Yeah, so cabi kind of talks to us about that the target audience, the sweet spot, if you will, is really the 35-year-old to 55-year-old. But Sandra and I can tell you, just based on our clients alone, that we span way more than that. My 16-year-old daughter loves cabi. As soon as I get the line every season, she picks out her 5 favorites. That's what she wears to school on her first day, perhaps. And then my 75-year-old mother wears cabi too, and she looks gorgeous in it. I can't get her to do the front tuck. I've been working on it, but I just can't get that. So we do span quite a wide array of different aged women. I would say that it is all based on the pieces that you pick, perhaps also how you would style those pieces. And that's what we as stylists really get to work with. But as Sandra, you know, our clients, their personalities and what they do during the day is really a wide array of different women.
Absolutely. And the way that you can, that we have about 100 pieces in the line. And so you can imagine you can mix and match those in so many different ways. And I love when someone will come to me and say, I just don't think if cabi is my thing. And then you get them in front of the clothes and they see all of these things that they can mix and match in ways that they never really thought. So it really is just such a magical, observation that you see in people making this change as they are going through this. So someone's at the door, but
yeah.
So this is going to keep going because we multitask here.
Yeah. So I would say we definitely have these professional clients that are very busy working and in meetings all day long. And then at night, they don't have time to go shopping, nor do they really want to spend hours doing that on the weekends. So we really do simplify their life. Cabi doesn't have suits per se, but we have a lot of suiting separate. So you can look very put together and not overdone and really can go about your life being very flexible. And then I have a lot of clients too that are stay-at-home moms of various ages that really understand. And this was me when I first started cabi, coming out of being a civil engineer and being home with my young children. You really value the cost per wear of clothing because you all have seen your children tear up their clothes and you've seen your laundry after somebody has left a crayon in it or something like that. So you really value good quality clothing. And we as stylists really work with these stay-at-home moms as well to make life and getting dressed really easy, because all these women don't have a lot of time to do it, right? So you can put things together, super simple. And I think there's the women like, well, I mean, Sandra, we have women that love to shop. We have women that hate to shop, right? Like it spans the gamut. We have the fashionista that you can always count on at all of your events that's going to put on that crazy piece right away and style it in such a way that Sandra and I go, whoa, that's awesome. I would have never thought of that. And those are the fun ladies that, of course, we then talk to afterwards and say, you need to be a stylist because you could just do it, right? But I understand too, that for some women, just getting dressed in the morning and maybe even going in and opening that door and looking at your closet is extremely daunting, right? You can see there are tons of clothes in there, but the thought of what to put together and how to get them together just doesn't make sense. Sandra and I have talked about how we get fantastic training from Cabi. Right. And so we have gotten to the point with now we're starting on our 9th year with Cabi, which is crazy. And we have really come to be very comfortable with that. And we talk through with women kind of what's going on in their life, what they're comfortable with, what they need their clothes to do with them or and for them in their life. And that just makes things a lot simpler. We definitely are not the type of stylists, and Sandra, I know you're not, so I'm speaking for both of us right here, that think you need to redo your whole wardrobe every season. No, that doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. We want you to stay fresh. We want you to always be youthful. We want you to be comfortable, and we want you to have pieces that are really going to span season after season in your life. And that's really the target audience for Cabi that can value all of that, who needs that additional help, who loves clothes, who hates to shop, who needs some extra time. And the women who show up at either our personal appointments, which are about an hour, or show up at a Cabi event with their girlfriends, which are maybe 2 to 3 hours, they really value the time of they have now simplified their life and just made all of those things like their wardrobe, their time with friends, everything much more feasible.
Yep. I just had a big week for people, which is a little uncommon for me. A big week of, I had 7 people join Sub Club this week, which is very uncommon. We're kind of in round 2 of Sub Club. So usually on the front end, a lot of people join, but what they've all been saying, a lot of them are professional women that came through referrals. And a lot of what they're saying is they can't find what they are used to in the traditional retailers right now. And so they want something different. They want something easier to find more options, which, you know, goes back to our mix and match type of mentality. And it just seems like Cabi really is the solution for a lot of people right now. And thank goodness we're suited right here. Suited, did you see what I did there? To be able to serve their needs. So, and from a wide variety, because we have something that's more casual all the way up to something that is dressy. So.
Yeah, I mean, special occasions will be coming up. I think what's great, and we'll talk to you guys about it probably at the end of next month, is we have new arrivals. So there's always a few pieces that are keeping things fresh and also keep you in touch with the changing of the weather, the temperatures, the seasons, and of course the holidays of different things coming up. So we Cabi stylists are just there to always support you and know that chances are, as you've already heard, you probably are our target audience.
That's right. Don't think that you're not. Don't put yourself in a box, and don't let anyone else tell you, or that voice in your head tell you that you don't deserve, you know, the awesome styles and styling that Cabi has to offer. Because I know I was at that point, and once I got over that, the world, you know, opened up. So yeah, you are definitely our target audience.
Definitely. We're so happy you all could join us today. We are the Coincidental Trendsetters, and it may be a coincidence that you're here, but trust me, it is not an accident. We'll see you again next week.
Bye.